Welcome back, everyone. In this video, we want to take a look at a local area network, or a LAN, that as a central device. In this case, we're going to use a switch. So let's go ahead and get started. This is necessary when you want to connect more than two computers together so they can talk together. I am going to go to my end devices and add, let's say, 3 computers. Line these guys up a little bit nicer, and pick a network device. And in this case, down below, I have routers, switches, hubs, wireless devices, security devices, firewalls, etc. And we have WAN simulation. I want to switch. I'm going to pick a Cisco 2960 switch and place it here. I don't like the way that packet tracer numbers stuff, so let me make this number 3, this one number 2, and this one number 1. And our switch will be just switch. To connect these devices to a switch, we need a straight-through cable. Now, this is in contrast to the previous video where I showed you using a crossover, because that was connecting them directly to one another. Two PCs. You might notice that this end is green and this end is orange or amber flashing. And what this is saying is that the switch is trying to figure out what the hardware address of this computer is and what port it's connected to. I know it's connected to port fast Ethernet 01. Notice that the link says is up right now when I hover over it. So it is going to eventually turn green. So I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to connect the it just turned green. Connect this one to number 2 and connect this one to number 3. I don't have to go 1, 2, 3. I can connect to any available port that I want to. Occasionally, when you're working with packet tracer, this gets a little bit old to have to wait for these things to discover themselves, but that's a protocol that is running behind the scene. That's called the spanning tree protocol. That allows these devices to be discovered by the switch. We can always speed this up by just clicking this double-headed arrow. If I do that, you see it immediately turns green. So you're going to see me do that quite a bit. I want to go ahead and assign each of these computers an IP address, and I'll make it very simple. 200.111 for that one. 200.112 for this one. And 200.113 for PC3. Kind of makes sense. And there we are. If I bring up PC1 and open up the command terminal, I can take a look at the IP configuration, and I can see that it does have that IP address. Because they are connected to a central device, I can send a ping packet from this to PC2 or PC3 and get replies back. So 200.112, that's PC2. And I do get a reply back, which is great. And 200.113, I press the up arrow to repeat the command. And just, whoops, I meant to put 3 and I put 2 again. That's okay. And you can see that 3 is also reachable. So this is it. This is a more complicated local area network. We have 3 devices on this one. Hopefully you understand the concept of what the LAN is. I do want to emphasize that these IP addresses are being converted to MAC addresses, as I mentioned in the previous video. Once again, if I type ARP-A, you can see that the MAC addresses for 2 and 3 were discovered dynamically. And they are being used. Eventually, this cache will expire and these will be thrown out. But if it's necessary, another broadcast is sent across the network to determine what the corresponding MAC address is for an IP address that we're looking to connect to. All right, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. And if you're enjoying these videos, please share them with loved ones.